Chris.
I'm Jasmine, Food Level Vegan.
That's us. We are here today to share some meal prep.
We are making 4 recipes for you guys today.
Getting a little wild. We're starting off with some chia pudding.
We got a lentil and enchilada pasta.
And we also have a dip, chive and
Dill, delicious.
Chive and delicious dip.
And then we have an eggplant and tofu stir fry. Not in that order that we just said, but
they're all in here somewhere.
Yeah, so we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know if you want us to do more meal prep below, and let's get started. First up is our citrus berry chia pudding. So to a high-speed blender, we're adding blackberries, strawberries, some orange juice, and some almond milk, along with some medjool dates for sweetness and some vanilla extract. We're going to add a pinch of salt as well. Process that until it is nice and smooth, and to a large jar, we're going to add a bunch of chia seeds. And then we're going to pour our blended mixture over that. And then next up, all that's left to do is just mix that together until everything is nice and uniform. We're using a knife here, nice and classy. We're going to pop a lid on this mixture once we finish mixing it and place it into the refrigerator for at least 3 hours. Overnight is preferred. You get a nice, thick, and creamy chia pudding. So this step is optional, but we transfer them into jars because we figured some of you guys might be taking them on the go, so we wanted to show this as an example of what we would do next. But if you're at home, you can just enjoy straight out of the large jar. So yeah, that's it. You got breakfast ready to go. Time for lunch. So we're going to marinate our tofu first and foremost. We have some soy sauce here and some rice vinegar. Now we're adding in some vegan poison, which is totally optional but recommended. We have some coconut sugar for a touch of sweetness. You can also add hot sauce to this as well. Mix that together until everything is pretty mixed together as best as you can get it. And then we're going to add in some pressed tofu. And all that's left to do is just shake everything up and set that in the refrigerator to marinate as you prepare the remaining ingredients. In a bowl, we're going to mix together some vegetable broth along with some soy sauce. We have some seasoned rice vinegar here. We're going to add in a little bit of coconut sugar. Then we have some vegan hoisin, which is optional. Tomato paste. And then to that, we're actually going to be adding in some flour for thickness. You can also use cornstarch as well. And mix that together until everything is nice and uniform. And then next up, once the tofu has marinated for a few hours, we're going to add it to a saucepan and we're going to cook that up until the liquid cooks off and the tofu becomes nice and browned. So this is just going to take a little bit of patience, but just mix it around a bit every once in a while, and again, just cook it until all of the liquid cooks off, and then set it aside and prepare the remaining ingredients. Okay, to a large pot, we're going to add a little bit of vegetable broth, and then to that we're going to be adding in some minced garlic and ginger, and we're going to saute that for a few minutes until everything is nice and fragrant. And then we're going to add in some eggplant. We have some zucchini, some broccoli, some bok choy, and then last but not least, we're going to add in some vegetable broth as well. We also usually add in tomatoes and carrots, but today we are doing without them because we were actually out, but no worries. Just mix that together and we're going to pop a lid on and we're going to allow this to cook for about 15 minutes to steam through. In the meantime, we're going to prepare some rice. We just have some jasmine rice here, plain and simple. Pop it into a rice cooker, add some water, and set it on the brown rice setting to cook. Alright, so once the veggies are cooked, they are going to cook down a bit like I mentioned. We're going to just mix that together and then we're going to add in the finished tofu. And then we are also going to add in the sauce mixture that we prepared earlier as well. Just mix everything together until it is nice and uniform. And then we added in a drizzle of hot sauce, completely optional, but we thought it would give it a good kick. And all that is left to do is put these into some containers. So we're adding in our cooked rice along with the stir fry. And then we're going to top that with some green onions, and you're ready to go.
And now we're going to cook up our lentil enchilada pasta. So in a large pot, we'll add in some veggie broth along with some red onions, some diced garlic, a little bit of celery, some some red bell peppers. And then we'll just stir that a bit and we'll let it simmer to cook down. Then we'll add in some tomato sauce along with a little bit more veggie broth and some cooked lentils. And then for my favorite ingredient, some nutritional yeast. And then we'll let that cook down and we'll mix it occasionally. And then we'll add in our cooked pasta, as well as some fresh cilantro. And then we'll just mix everything up real well so the pasta is fully coated. And then we are all ready to eat. So we'll just add that to our container and you have some delicious pasta to enjoy. And now it's time to whip up our dill and chive bean dip. So we'll take a whole head of garlic, we'll cut off the end there, and then we'll drizzle over a bit of olive oil. We'll cover that up with foil, and then we'll just pop it in the oven to roast. And then there you have it once it's roasted. In a large blender, we're going to add in some chickpeas, along with some white beans, some lemon juice, and then some chives, some fresh dill, my favorite, and then of course some nutritional yeast, and then that garlic we roasted earlier, we'll just squeeze that entire head into there. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and we are ready to blend. So that'll just be a quick pulse, and then we'll add in some veggie broth and we'll blend that again, and that's when we'll find that nice smooth consistency. And then we'll add our dip into a container and you're ready to enjoy. And there we have it, meal prep for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and of course our snack. We hope you love it.
Cheers all, thank you for watching.
I hope you enjoyed this video and try out these recipes, incorporate them into your week.
Your life. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe down below. Also comment.
Say hey. We'll say hey back. And that's it for today's video. We post videos every Wednesday, Friday, sometimes Mondays when we get crazy. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!